Last thing you need to do for your homework would be to find a magazine relevant to your research question. You're going to go to the library, go to A to Z, you're going to select O for opposing viewpoints. You may or may not have used it yet, but opposing viewpoints has sections of things like magazines, newspapers, primary sources, and more. I'm going to show you how to find that. This is the library. Go to Databases A to Z. You're going to go to O for opposing viewpoints. Here it is. Click on opposing viewpoints, and you'll have a great search page. While we're here, I want you to know, if you're ever stuck for a topic, opposing viewpoints has so many. Do you see all the way down here? 484. And they're all it's hand curated. Let me say that correctly. Hand curated. The articles and everything are picked, chosen for your success, and also to have different properties, say pro and con. Something that says this is awesome. They may have an article that said no, don't do that. So it is a very complex but interesting database. We have about 6 flavors, including biography and context, global issues and context, science and context, which is awesome and easy to use. I'm going to go here and type in my piece. You'll see generally it'll start typing it in for me. I'm going to put in and I'm going to put health literacy, which it might not have. It may not be the best search for this database, but I'm going to find the best thing I can in it. Now that we're in this section, you'll see it has it separated out. Sometimes it's across here, and it has only academic journals, and it doesn't have magazines. So even though this is going to be good for me overall in doing this piece, what we're looking for, I need to see that you can find a magazine and opposing viewpoints. I found a news article, I found audio, and I have found some other things. And these are great. I might put something in here like knowledge. So let me try another search. If you noticed in the other search, I saw a couple of articles that used the word knowledge instead of health literacy. So I went back up and put that in. I can see here that I have 8 magazines, and you can see the other listings down here. I'm going to go to magazines. This is going to have some different things. Faculty power, I'm going to change that. I might look at this one. This might talk about understanding or explaining science to individuals. I see that it's here. It's an American Scientist. And is it a journal? I see immediately it looks like a letter to the editor. But I also want to make sure that this is, say, not a scholarly journal. I have those covered at this point in my research, and I see my rubric, I need a magazine. I'm going to go in and try to figure out what this particular thing is. Most of your databases will have a link to the journal. It's called American Scientist, and it oftentimes will tell you what it is. This lets me know this has feature articles, and it reviews work, and it has book reviews and regular columns and features. So this is not a scholarly journal. It's kind of a friendly information sharing journal that doesn't have the level of peer review or scholarly information that I might need for other things. But for my particular project where I need a magazine, this may be awesome. Some of these may be really short, but if I'm able to find something in here that's useful, this talks about core values in trying to share things to students and others. That may or may not be useful. But I may find out this may end up being something I used to use for research. In my research, this group may have something to do with what I'm working on. It may have a committee or a working group, and I might find that. If I do decide I'm going to use this, I want to make sure you know opposing viewpoints, like most of the databases, does have its citation part. It's one of the few that's moved up to APA 7th edition, which we'll be using. So feel free to come here and take out the parts. This is your authors. This is your publication date. This is your title. And I want you to know, the rule here is to copy and correct. This title is actually not correct. The only thing that should be capitalized in an APA title is the first letter a proper noun or noun phrase, or an acronym. So here, the only thing that should be capitalized in this title is actually join. American Scientist and the volume number are italicized, and that's awesome. So for journal name, you could copy this. This is your volume number. The thing in the parentheses is going to be the issue number. It's going to have 317. I actually use that because in this case it is one single page. And you could put this in your homework, but probably in the end we'll take it out because it's actually something behind a subscription wall, which has no meaning to other people. So anyway, so I could use this to build my citation or list out your citation elements for your piece. Because still use those pieces we're using, copy and paste. If there's a line that's missing, put NA for not available. And I do absolutely hope you enjoy my dog snoring. So this is one way to use opposing viewpoints, and it would be the best way to find probably a magazine at this point. And I also would simply like you to know how to use it and also understand how to use this and separate out the pieces. I don't want you to copy paste this whole thing and put it in your project. I want you to go authors, publication date, title, journal name, volume, issue number, page number. And that would be great. And include this because at least I can use it. So, if you have any questions, let me know.